Standard form, yeah? Standard form. Mr. Holt Maths coming at you live in HD. We need to write some numbers in standard form. This number is big, right? So we need to write it in standard form. First thing you need to know is the number needs to be between 1 and 10, but can't be 10, so anything lower than 10. So, 372, to make that between 1 and 10, 3.72. That's the first bit. We put the decimal here, so we need to think, right, well, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, there's 5 hops to the end, so that's going to be times 10 to the 5. And all standard form numbers are in that form, where there's a number between 1 and just a bit under 10, and times 10 to the power of something. It's also used to write very small numbers. So here we go, we've got 6 and 2, so to make that a number between 1 and just below 10, it's 6.2, and then we think, well, if we've put it there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hops, so times 10, but this time to the minus 5, because it's a small number. On this side, we're going to convert a standard form number, or a standard form term, into a real ordinary number. So we've got 2, 6 and 4. Now I'm going to put my decimal there because I can rub it out in a minute. But I'm doing times 10 to the 4. So that's 4 hops to the right. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. The decimal points are now going to end here. And we've got some space which we put zeros in. So the final answer there is 26,400. If you put 0.0, you wouldn't lose any marks. Okay. This one, 5.2 times 10 to the minus 3. So again, 5.2 minus 3. We're hopping left. 1, 2, 3. So decimal's now there. Get rid of it there. Fill in the gaps with zeros. But on this one, when it's to the minus, you have to put the 0 there, because otherwise it doesn't really make sense. Next, calculations in standard form. So we break it down into bits, alright? We've got the number part and we've got the times 10 to the power part. So 2.5 times 5 is 12.5, and we've got 10 to the 4 times 10 to the 6, which is times 10 to the 10. So if we combine the two, we get 12.5 times 10 to the 10. However, we know from there that that is not yet standard form. That would usually be the first mark out of 2. So to convert it in standard form, we know it's got to be 1.25, because it's got to be a number between 1 and just below 10. And if this has been made smaller by 10, so the decimals move 1 to the left, this number is going to increase by 1. So if we have a look at the next one, we've got 3.75 times 2. I'm going to miss out the working out bit, but 3.75 times 2, 7.5 times 10 to the, we've got minus 6 and 8, so that's going to be positive 2. Is that in standard form? Yes, so we don't need to change anything. What could happen is a division one. 2.8 divided by 5.6, and a lot of people think, well, how'd you do that? I don't know how to do that. Well, actually, 2.8 is half of that. The answer is actually a half. You've got to be aware of things like that. So it becomes 0.5, and then we've got 10 to the 3 divided by 10 to the 6. So rules of indices, we take them away. So that's going to be times 10, 3 take away 6, to the minus 3. But that's 1 mark out of 2. This needs to be 5, because it's got to be a number between 1 and just below 10. And times 10, so we've made this 10 bigger. The decimal's gone to the right now, so this needs to go 1 smaller, so it's the opposite of before, and that's going to be times 10 to the minus 4. That's your second mark. So make sure you leave your answer in standard form when asked. If it's a calculation in standard form, definitely leave it in standard form, and I hope that helps.